think this is, I want people to understand, I believe that there's, in the United States, especially right now, we have a tendency to look for, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy. We got to have our white hat and we got to have the black hat, and that may not necessarily be true in every situation.
And this is where it gets a little complicated when you live in a world that has to reduce something to a tweet in scope, but it's complex. Yeah. You end up getting misinformed. Vladimir Putin has been watching the aggressive expansion of NATO. And he sees that there is a increasing strength in the economic system of Davos, World Economic Forum, global banking, the United States, to be in an adversarial footing with him. And he longs for the restoration of the glorious days of the Soviet Union. He talks about it openly, that it was a sad day when the Soviet Union fell apart. So he sees this as an encirclement in order to destroy him. Donald Trump, God bless him, he said one thing that was so profound. He said, is it that bad if we could be friends with Russia? Think about that. He was saying, why do we have to have this relationship? He was getting in the way of all the Lindsey Grahams and all the industrial military people and all the old school CIA people that are always at war with Russia. And he'd say, why do we have to do that? I honestly believe that Putin is doing what he's doing because he's convinced that if he doesn't push back, there is an encirclement of him that is happening. And he is irritated. He sees the moment of weakness in the United States.
That's it.
And he's pushing back. That doesn't make him a white hat good guy. That makes him someone who is killing a whole lot of innocent people. And he's doing what he should not do. He's taking his neighbor's property from him. On the other hand, everyone that wants to exonerate the West should understand how God is overruling this. This is why it's important you don't get caught up in the emotion of it. Davos, the World Economic Forum, their plan is everyone vaxxed, everyone passport, the collapsing of a global economy, and the reset of a digital currency with Europe at the center and the United States brought down.
Right.
That being the agenda, God is overruling history to cause Russia to disrupt that agenda so that it's set back. But we, our elites, our globalists, our money people, are on the side of Davos because they're globalists. This is where they make their money. So they're sympathetic with the European Union. They're willing to let Ukraine become a proxy war. You know what happened in Afghanistan? You know what happened in Syria? The people suffer.
Right.
The responsible thing would be to try to get peace, not an escalation. But you're not hearing the rhetoric of peace. You're not hearing the rhetoric of let's get this thing stopped. You're hearing the rhetoric of we have to do something. They wouldn't mind having Ukraine become the killing field to entangle Russia like Afghanistan. So we have, as believers, we have to see the other game is playing. These world rulers are jockeying for power, and we have to veto those things. But to do that, you have to disengage the information manipulation and see what's actually happening.
And that goes